Alright, y'all know what time it is, okay? So I am taped up to the gods right now, okay? And if you don't see a lot of movement, I did not get any work done, okay? I am simply taped to the gods right now, okay? Anyhow, so today's video is about my day, okay? And let me tell you guys something. There's nothing that does better than a Ryland story time than when it's fresh off the press. And I'm here to deliver the news. You understand me? Okay. So, I just got promoted, okay? I just got promoted. Okay, I know you guys are like, Ryland, like, you just got this job. Like, wait, that's crazy. Yes, okay, I got promoted. So I'm now a head cashier, like 1:30 to 10:30 vibe, like, you know what I mean? And if anyone's asking, like, where I'm at, I got a new room. We'll talk about it later. Okay. So, it is, like, so quiet in here. I'm so used to filming upstairs, and it's, like, so much louder up there, and it's, like, extremely quiet, and I don't know how to fill. You know what I mean? You know, like, anyhow. So, like, I get there at 1:30, and, like, I start getting my stuff done, like, yada, yada, yada. Like, I'm thinking it's gonna be a normal day. And then, like, 20-30 minutes goes by, I start knocking out people's breaks, getting things done, like, getting people, like, I have certain paperwork I have to do as a head cashier, like, I was trying to get everybody's paperwork written in, so, like, I could go do it on the computer, because I hate doing stuff on my phone, like, you know, like, the work phones, I hate those. I just use the computer, because it's so much easier, and I feel like I'm doing my paperwork, you know what I mean? And so, I'm standing at at my machine, like my money machine, and when I tell you guys, I look over, and like, someone just screams my name. They're like, Rylan! He's the main associate, like, said something like that, and this man was around, like, 3 of my coworkers, and I was turned, okay? Like, I have my name right here, like, in big, which I will never do again, because everybody's been calling me by my name, and I hate it more than everything. Because people don't call me Rylan, they call me Ryan. And I'm like, do you not see the L? Like, do you not see the L? Anyway, so I literally am standing there, turned, like, my name tag, nothing. And he's like, and I'm thinking he works with us, like, I'm thinking... Anyways, like, I'm turned, and I'm like, okay, maybe he works with us, you know what I mean? Like, perhaps. So, I literally, like, he's like, hey, like, I need you, like, he said something along those lines, and I was like, oh, like, I was stuck at the self-checkout at this point in time, because I was giving somebody a break. I was giving one of my girls a break, and I was like, I'm stuck right here right now, but, like, I can help you in a minute. Like, is there something, like, what can, like, I was about to be like, what can I help you with? But, like, he was kind of joking with me. And then he, like, walked over to one of the other associates and, like, asked them a question. And he was gone for a second. So this man was gone for a good 5 minutes, okay? Did not think anything of it, okay? This man comes back like 5 or 10 minutes later, and my girl was back on the self-checkout, and she calls me over, and she's like, Rylan, I need you, like, this customer needs you, and it's the guy. And he had brought, like, $30 because the people who was working on, like, their house, he had to get parts, and they just gave him $30 and told him to go about his day. He thought there was more. And he wanted me to take off one of the items. And then this man, like, was hitting on me, like, flirting with me. Like, he, like, was like, oh, like, come on, let's go. Like, he was just like, man, like, I have not gotten that hit on in a minute. Let me tell you. So, there's an echo in here, and I'm echoing to myself right now, and so I don't know. Hello? Anyway, I'm gonna watch that in editing and freaking die. I just know it now. So this man is telling me, he's like, yo, like, what did this man, I'm trying to, like, recalibrate exactly what he said, but it's been hours now. Okay, So I get up to the self-checkout, he's talking about it, and then he was like, oh, look, I have a military discount. And I was like, okay, let's put in your phone number. And he was like, why, you gonna write it down? And I was like, you know what I mean? I was like, okay, like I thought he was messing with me. I thought he was kidding. Like, I don't know why I thought that. And I was just like, whatever. And like, he was just telling me, he was like, yeah, he's like, you the main associate, huh? And I was like, yeah, like I'm the head cashier, like yada yada yada. And then like he goes on to like start telling me about his businesses, how he owns like a food truck and he like does a remodeling company, and like he tells me a little bit about himself. And okay, and then this man, y'all, I was like, you know what I mean? And after everything was done, after the receipt was printed, he's like, am I making you nervous? And I was like, no, like, and he really wasn't. And then he was like, come on. And I was like, well, where are we going? He's like, my house. And I was like, oh, like I got a pile full of cashiers to run. You know what I mean? Like I got a front end to run. I got like a lot to do here. You know what I mean? I told him, I just kind of joked and I was like, oh, like I got a lot to do. Like it wouldn't have to be till tonight. Girl, I said tonight at like 10:30. This man goes, I'll see you at 10:30. Okay. And initially I did not know how to process it. I thought this man was kidding with me, like this whole ordeal. I look back at this moment in my life and it is truthfully my biggest regret. This man was cute. He had a job, like ambition, like own vehicle, like what was I thinking? Like I am such, like I got rizzed up and I got maybe a little, I think I just wasn't expecting it. I wasn't ready. And it's like, this is my thing. Like I am the player. Like this is my game. I am amazing at this. Like, and I literally just like, this just happened to me. And you know what I mean? And the fact that for a military discount, like you have to put in your phone number, and this man's phone number did not work. So I gave him a manual discount. And so I have no way to contact this man. Like I made that mistake and I'm done. And guess what? When I got off 15 minutes early today. So that man was nowhere to be found. If he was coming for me, is this like, I do not condone this behavior at all. The only reason I'm going through with this behavior is because I know I can handle myself. You know what I mean? Do not do this if you're watching. If someone hits you on your work, do not go out with them. And that, you know, respectfully, I was thinking that at the time. I was like, oh, like he's at your job, like he knows where you work, like blah, 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 blah. The biggest regret. And he kind of looks like one of my exes, so I'm kind of thinking that's who he was, but like he didn't tell me that. And like I just recently followed this ex on Instagram. And when I say recently, I mean like literally 2 days ago, because girl, we haven't talked in a while. Like, miss you. Overall, if you're watching, come find me. Like, and the good news is I did tell him like my schedule, like my set schedule, like whole nine. So, and he does allegedly go in there a lot. So maybe, just perhaps maybe I can get lucky. Okay, so I have a minute to like get my cashiers in order. I do that and I'm kind of like thinking about this man the entire time. And then like an hour or two later, like I had started trying to get stuff closed. Like I had some of my cashiers closing, like filling up the drinks and taking out the trash and making sure everything looked nice for the openers. Cause you know, being a closer is not an easy position. I think everybody knows this. So you gotta like really put it together. And about an hour passes, right? It starts, I literally go out there with my lot associate, my parking lot guy, you know what I mean? And I go out there and I'm looking out at the parking lot, and as we are talking, there is a storm brewing, okay? When I say a storm brewing, I mean a storm. It starts raining, and literally like 5 seconds into it raining, it thunders, and a strike of lightning was like really, really close, okay? And now, the issue is, I have somebody out in the garden section. It is an outside section. There's a roof over it. It's like a patio situation. Like it's fully outside with like a roof over it, okay? If y'all saw it, y'all would be able to understand more what I'm talking about. But yeah, whenever it rains, like it's fine. It's the lightning. So I'm like, oh, gotta call. Boom, boom, boom. Call my dude out there. We close it. And a minute later, I'm turning around and my registers are filling up. I just sent one girl to break. So I have to hop on a register. And then you know what I see? We have a canopy situation, like where you can drive up under and like there's no rain or anything and you can load and stuff like that. Now here's where the issue is. It is a fire lane that people park in. And if you park in it, I can't get people loaded. So immediately when it starts raining, people were pulling in. We have one side blocked off and we keep the other side open. Why? I do not know why. I just stopped that today. Like I literally told them, I'm closing both sides from the end because of this. Okay, let me explain the lore. I understand not wanting to get wet in the rain, but this is a whole different thing. I was sitting there cashing people out, and I literally seen people trying to move our cones. People were driving in on the sides of the canopy. People were driving in. It was such a situation where if an associate needed to get out there for like a delivery or for any kind of reason, because we do a lot of work under this canopy as well, like a lot of our sheetrock, a lot of our concrete and a lot of our other stuff is in there. So it is like a high priority that we have to keep peace in there. So I immediately call my lot guy and I'm like, you need to go direct traffic. Like nobody gets in there without your say so. And I want it one way, 2 people in there. Like I want it done. Okay. And he's like, yeah, like we need to get this done. Like I'm tired of these people doing it. Like we were both over these people to a whole other level. Okay. We declared peace, but lo and behold, there was one person in this lineup that just couldn't fall in with the others, okay? So I see this red van pull up and I'm like, okay, I don't think anything of it, like whatever, my lot associate let them in. Do you guys want to know what the issue with this red van is? The people that were in this red van leave their van, park it in the canopy where we have a line of traffic because he had 2 people in there. He was loading somebody. He did not see this red van. You guys, that is one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, do not park in a red zone where people are like, where we're trying to actively get people out of our store. Like, there were literally 10 to 15 people just watching their cars, waiting in the rain. And you know, like when you want to leave a store, like it's bad rain and you're just ready to get in your car and like you don't want to get wet. It was that. Okay, so I immediately go over the intercom, the PA system, if you will. And I am like, the person in the red van needs to move. You are blocking loading. Like I said it twice. And I'm like, where's this man at? I asked my lawn associate, and he happily tells me that he is doing a phone call. So I go and I watch this man do a phone call. The only reason I did not walk up to this man and say something is because he did not speak a lick of English, allegedly, okay? So, you know what I do? I close both sides of that canopy and I lock the gate where only we could open it. So they go and load up their shit and then they go to leave and they can't. And so he's like, hey, like, and I was like, oh, like, you're not allowed to park there. Like, we had it locked off for a reason. Like, blah, 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 blah. Like, one of his friends, like, off to the side spoke English and he was telling him and he was getting mad. And I told him, like, sorry, don't park over there. Like, I'll let him to let you out. But next time, like, no. Respectfully. Because no. I'm not doing it. And people are gonna say like, oh, Rylan, you're so petty, like it's not that big of a deal. It is a big of a deal when you have like 15 to 20 people mad, like ready to go, getting mad at you because it's your problem. Like the pressure of it all, not to mention getting in trouble by managers. Like it is important that we keep a flow of traffic in there. And that, like, I had to get people to pull up on the side. Like people were having issues getting out. Like people, like rednecks with big trucks, what are you gonna, like, what, you know what I mean? Like, what did you expect me to do with them? Overall, you guys, there was a lot that went on today. There was a bad storm, crazy customers, like I figured y'all would like the 2 that I really told because those were my favorite moments of the day. I'm still regretting not taking that dude's offer, man. Like, not going to his house, but like, I don't know, like something just really I could have pulled that into something. And that's the problem. I think that's the problem with me is I'm like, what if something was there? Like, something, I don't know. And that is such a red flag. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can identify a red flag, but do I choose to accept it or ignore it? That's what I struggle with because I'm like, like I'll just have some fun, girl. What else? Oh no, I don't know, man. Yeah, but that's it for me today. I hope you guys loved this video like you loved the other ones. Thank you guys so much for all the support though with my ex. Like, y'all really made me feel better. Like, over 1,000 views. I'll take it. I love you. Like, absolutely for that. Catch me on other social media like TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, and all of my music in the description. It's linked below. Subscribe to me, like, and leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about today, about this little discussion that we had, and get back to me. You know what I mean? All right. I love you all. Have an amazing night, and thank you for watching.